What's good, fam? We back at it with another DD Conway video, man. Um, oh man, don't come on, dog. Please don't have the Wiz on this, man. But that's your opinion. I'm not gonna front. I enjoyed the Wiz more than I did the Wizard of Oz. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I enjoyed the black version more than I did the white version. To be honest with y'all, man. But yeah, let's get straight into this one. 5 reboots, remakes, and sequels that shouldn't exist. Let's get it.
D. Conway, and this is part two to the reboots, retellings, and sequels that are ass and shouldn't exist. However you want to put it. Y'all understand what I mean. I know last time I forgot my intro. I have no clue how I did that. But let's just get straight to it. Here we go.
I'm smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci. Lemons on the chain with the V cuts. Lemons on the chain.
Coming in at number 5, I got the hookup too.
This movie here, bro, was a complete disappointment. All the way from the start to the finish. I did not like this movie at all. The first one to me is a classic, but they did not need this.
And when it comes to remakes, one thing I understand is supply and demand. When nostalgia hits, especially for our millennial generation, demand can be extremely high for what we want to relive. However, I know the demand for I Got the Hookup wasn't high, and ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me it was a group of people calling for this hot bowl of diarrhea juice.
Wait, I'll fuck the shit out that dog, boy.
Shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Oh man, they should have slapped the dog shit out of everybody attached to this movie. How do y'all folks even hear about this being remade, knowing the type of quality Master P give, and be like, yeah, let me go ahead and be in it? Fuck out of here.
Ain't no egg spot me. Fuck you, Momo.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
Bro, y'all can only push the Chris Tucker tag on DC Young Fly, like, for so long. Instead of y'all just let him be him, y'all had to, man, pretty much just pull a similar scene to Friday. How is he gonna show who he is if he too busy
Being
living
Chris-
in the shadow of Chris Tucker?
Thank you.
Man, that Michelin man, built body ass nigga, slow as hell.
I'll shoot my daddy if you just take one out.
Do it, bitch.
That was ultimately the funniest part of this trash ass movie. But if we being honest, take a lighter, brown paper bag, and some clumpy shit, put it in the bag, roll it up, light it on fire, watch it burn slowly, and that's exactly what this movie is. A bag of shit. Shit fire.
Somebody smell like shit. Somebody smell like shit.
And this movie ultimately shouldn't exist because I believe Master P is too established to put some bullshit out like this. When you look at it visually, it looks good. Now,
He did it for Romeo. I'm lying.
I can say that compared to a lot of the other shit he's giving us, because a lot of the stuff he gives us tends to be cheap. Now this,
Oh my God.
by far looks good. However, that's about the best part of it. It's times in the movie where the fucking music playing louder than the person giving the lines. And you can just pretty much tell that a lot of the comedians in here just did their own thing after a while. And my biggest thing is this, and this is in my opinion. When I watch a Master P comedy, I just feel like I'm getting a different type of parody of the movie Friday. And every time I can tell, like, that's where you got your inspiration from. It's not always just the most original.
You need to stay in your motherfucking lane, baby.
I forgot this nigga was even in this, bro. Come on.
I don't come down to your job and fuck with your broom and dustpan, do I?
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over.
It's cool to get inspiration, but once I feel like, all right, I just feel like I'm watching Friday from a different point of view of another character. These movies so trash, I just feel like he put shit out just to be putting some shit out because he know people gonna get behind it, and you know he gonna give that same argument. Oh, we don't get behind people with this, yada yada yada. And you'll talk about others with ownership, but even in owning it, bruh, you put out a poor product.
Bruh, like he just said, shit is shit. And that's the thing when it comes to our folk, some be like, no man, just get behind the man. It's a black man. If it's bullshit, in my opinion, it's bullshit. Like, you would definitely say if my product is trash, I would want you to say it so I can work on it. You know what I'm saying? Some folk be like, man, that's called hate, and no, it's called criticism.
How can you talk about ownership? You own your shit and you still putting out garbage.
Duke.
And you bang, bang, bang all night.
Bang, bang, bang. You better run, cover your seat.
Coming in at number 4. And some of y'all might get mad at me about this one, especially if you were the generation before millennials. I know many people saw this one before my time, and many of us millennials were introduced to it some way, somehow, be it by a family member or having like a deep love for Michael Jackson. The movie I'm discussing
It wasn't just for Michael Jackson, man. I love The Wiz, man. But continue.
is The Wiz. No, don't ease down that motherfucker. Go back.
Immediately.
Hey, bro, y'all can be mad at me all you want, but I never felt like we needed a niggified version of The Wizard of Oz. That motherfucker is already weird as hell within itself. And I get it. Some movies, okay, I could understand wanting to see a black version of that. But some movies, it's just like, nah. Leave that one alone.
Look at all these niggas in here.
Not even just because it's considered a classic within its own right, but simply because it's weird as hell. Somebody popped a fucking perk and damn near wrote that shit. You was on acid, you was on something when you wrote The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Kill that bitch. That's right. That bitch kick.
I feel the same way about the first Wizard of Oz.
I don't fully like it within itself, but I think it's a little bit more watchable. I can watch that bitch as a horror movie. I watch The Wiz and just be like, bruh, come on now.
Fuck that shit.
This shit was unintentionally funny. But at the same time, this shit was terrifying. I remember watching this subway scene and just being like, nah, I'm cool on this, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Know your fucking place, trash.
I think this was also one of those movies. I think my mom liked it, but my dad just used to cry laughing at it. He'd be dying laughing by himself looking at this shit. And man, Dorothy was old as a motherfucker. My pops used to say shit like that back then, but I ain't just totally understand it. But you get older, you like, damn, Dorothy do look older than man. I get why these niggas up in there, but Dorothy supposed to be a little girl. Shit.
Right.
Truthfully, I can see why it didn't do that well within its time. As a movie specifically. I think in black culture, we tend to hold on to things and not want them to be critiqued. But brother, Wiz is not good.
Cut that bitch off.
The stage play itself with more updated actors is better than the movie from back then. Coming in at number 3, Drumline 2. And say what you want.
I didn't even know they had a Drumline 2.
But Drumline is easily one of, if not the greatest HBCU inspired film of all time.
One band, one sound. One band, one sound.
When it dropped, that motherfucker had people want to do 2 things. 1, go to an HBCU.
Yeah.
And 2, play the drums.
Yeah.
And it was a hell of a time when it dropped. However, when they announced Drumline 2 was going straight to TV, I knew y'all didn't give a damn about the legacy no more.
And then on top of that, this is Nick Cannon's best movie, period. Yes.
Get the fuck out of here!
That shit was not hard.
Hold on, pause.
At all, which brings me to one of my first issues. The first Drumline has so many iconic ass moments.
Oh, definitely.
Number 2 just felt like it was trying to pull from some of those same moments because it knew that the crowd would remember instead of just creating its own.
This kind of reminds me of Stomp the Yard too. Like the second version, like Homecoming, that movie was ass cheeks.
Cut that bitch off.
Which just ended up making the shit fail and making the movie cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you doing, cuz?
Exactly. Fake ass Aaliyah.
Don't do that.
Cut that bitch off!
You had no reason to pull up beside Buddy ass. Them folks call him, not your binya pollywog looking ass. Them folks call him, not your binya pollywog looking ass, nigga.
Good break. Good break.
Drumline 2 shouldn't exist, bro. Too many things that don't add up. And it's ultimately a high quality, cheap production while trying to play on the nostalgia of its viewers.
It looked like a WB version of Drumline. That's pretty much
It doesn't capture the essence that the first one had, and it's got an angry D. Ray Davis in this bitch.
Dr. Sean Taylor. Fuck that shit.
That beige rage, boy. Can't take him serious as a villain. And the main character wasn't relatable, bruh.
Lately, I'm not afraid of anything.
You ain't afraid of dick too, I see.
Cut that bitch off!
This man been giving game this whole time, and you know he been giving game to multiple bitches. Some of y'all can relate to being sold a dream, though, boy. I tell you. Ain't no way my boy gave you plenty game, you know it, and your garbage ass still bought the dream and kissed this nigga.
Gotcha, bitch!
I'm sorry, brother.
Coming in at number 2, Belly
Bruh. A waste of fucking time watching this movie.
2.
Fuck that shit!
The original Belly movie will always be a hood classic.
Fuck that shit!
To me, that motherfucker was trash. But Belly 2 is a fucking travesty.
The fuck up with you, homie? You just did 8 calendars in this motherfucker. Smile or something. You don't fly dick.
Garbage ass dude, how your extra big back ass mad about another nigga not being happy about being out? Bro, you in jail too. You getting out this motherfucker. Worry about yourself. That's how you know this motherfucker finna start out ugly as hell. Who decided to dream like this, bro? Like a masterpiece production. Shit looks terrible visually. Like y'all filmed this with an old ass camera and said, fuck it. They'll get over it. This shouldn't exist. First one was enough. And Belly 2 looked like a... Man, this bitch looked dollar store as hell.
Why y'all name it Belly though? That could have been a whole different other movie name. It did not have to be Belly 2. It could have been what, stomach, make it stomach or something, gut. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have used any other damn verbiage for when it comes to your stomach, man.
Did we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Faggot ass G Unit niggas, man. I started to rob all them bitch ass niggas, man. So what happened, man? Why you ain't get them? I'm on parole, nigga.
Man, pinto bean popping ass nigga. You mean to tell me you was off of niggas in broad daylight in this bitch, but your butterbean queen looking ass didn't want to do shit when you saw G Unit because you was on parole.
This nigga's scared.
You just off 20 niggas and left them in the street. Angry bullfrog looking ass nigga. Yo, should have never put this in there. This movie wasn't good. Overall bag of garbage. Genuinely confused on how this motherfucker even got approved. I'm mad I wasted my fucking day watching this shit. Coming in at number 1, Space Jam 2.
I did not watch this, so I don't know what's... I didn't even want to watch this. I did not. Space Jam, the first one, is a classic to me. Michael Jordan acting was atrocious, but I got through it. The Looney Tunes helped, but yeah, I did not see this.
Hey, LeBron. Your ass made the last countdown, and you got to make this one too. Garbage ass nigga. You 0-2 in the remake finals, G. Give up. Throw the fucking towel in. My message to you is just leave them alone.
Stop it. Get some help.
The first Space Jam, honestly, was simple as hell.
Yeah.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
And I won't tell you that MJ needed an Oscar for it, but bruh got the job done.
Yeah.
And overall, Space Jam 1 was simple as hell.
The soundtrack was live.
Bruh, Space Jam 2 should not exist. First off, this bitch don't even take place in space.
Cut that bitch off!
Y'all drop every Warner's Bros. Reference in this bitch. Every movie y'all damn near ever made. And to y'all that's just gonna say, oh, this just a kid's movie. Kiss my ass. All the biggest references in this movie is basically millennial movies. And why is these three freaky niggas in here? What fucking purpose do they even have in being referenced in this bitch? They rape motherfuckers. Hey, Brian, how you watch this movie back and you was cool with taking multiple balls to the face?
Gay!
Because MJ and Kobe would never do no freak ass shit like that. This was just, let's take the first one and overcomplex that motherfucker. Although LeBron is an NBA GOAT, he doesn't have the same mystique that Mike had when it comes to his
But that's the argument all the time, though, ain't it?
career. Shit, every little kid wanted to be like Mike, and Mike ruled the 90s from the competition on the floor to off. And although bruh acting was booty butt, he did a good enough job.
Yeah.
Bruh, your problem is you kept talking in this motherfucker. Talking ass nigga. If I know I can't act, I'ma shut the fuck up. Do the bare minimum like MJ did. You keep talking.
He let the Looney Tunes do their thing.
You can, nigga. We can visually see you can't, bro.
Cut that bitch off!
Yes. Cut that hoe off.
He should have had Stomp the Y'all Homecoming on this. I hope he have it in the next one. But yo, I did not watch Space Jam. I'm not gonna watch it at all. I don't believe I need to. I would rather go back and watch the old Space Jam infinity times over before I watch the new one. Now I ain't gonna front. Let me say this. If I just so happen to come across it, I might give it a chance. Which is slim to none. So yeah. This was a pretty dope one though. I like the Wiz though, man. I enjoyed the Wiz, man. Yeah, I enjoyed the Wiz. That scene with the in the subway didn't scare me though. It was a little creepy, but it didn't scare me though. The monkeys was kind of iffy to me though, but I got through it. And I think they just put Diana Ross in it because she was Diana Ross back in the fucking day. So yeah, young Michael, come on, man. And then the guy that was the chief from Police Academy played the lion, the black dude with the big ass beard, and Nipsey Russell, man, who I really did like, man. The Tin Man was my favorite in the movie. He had the best songs in my book, man. Not saying Mike didn't, because Mike had some bangers. You can't win. Come on, cuz. But yeah, yo. That's all I got to say. Shout out to DD Conway for this one, man. Yo, this one was hilarious, dude. And if you have not yet, go and subscribe to his channel. Follow him on all his platforms. Show that brother all the love in the world. And then come on back around and smash that like button for your boy. Comment down below what y'all thought. And also, what else y'all want me to react to. And let me know if y'all agree with a couple of these, man. Share the video and subscribe to the channel for your boy. We out this piece. Peace, love, blessings. See y'all on the next one.